What up guys, it's your boy Jug, back with another quick NBA 2K23 tutorial, and today we're going to be covering one of the most important settings in 2K, the camera angle. We'll also look at my favorite view that I play on in both the career mode and in the city. Now I know if you're new to the game, the camera angle can be one of the most frustrating things to deal with when you first hop on. But luckily, this setting is really easy to change. But the method to change the setting is different depending on whether if you're playing career games or if you're playing one of the other modes like the park. So let's first look at how you can change the camera angle for your career game. So once you load into your My Career, you want to head to the arena and start one of your career games. Before you can change anything, you have to wait until the game actually starts. When the game starts, open up the start menu and go over to the right and you'll see an option that says camera. In the camera options menu, you can choose from a number of different views. You can set the height, the zoom amount, and some other settings I really don't play around too much with, but you have a lot of options when it comes to the angle that you want to position the camera when you're playing the game. The setting that I use is the 2K view, and I go between a zoom of 5 and 10. Sometimes I change it back and forth depending on how I'm feeling that day. Now, once you find a setting that you like, you can save the setting for all of your future games or just the one that you're currently playing. Just remember that changing the setting in your career games does not change the setting for the games in the city. And speaking of the city, let's look at how you can change this setting in the park, rec, or the pro-am. The method is the same for each game mode. Unfortunately, just like in the career game, you cannot change the setting before you start the game. The problem with this is, unlike the career games, you can't pause the game because you're playing other people online. So it can get a little tricky when you're trying to change the view and somebody passes you the ball and you can't do anything with it because you're stuck in the camera menu trying to figure out whether you should use broadcast or 2K view. So once you're in the game, you need to hit right on the D-pad, and that's whether you have PlayStation or Xbox, and a menu will come up and allow you to change the camera setting. And like I said before, this can be a little tricky to do, and you probably will end up giving a free bucket to the other team. So I would just suggest changing the setting when your team has the ball and just try to let everybody know, what you're doing and that you'll be AFK for a few seconds while you try to get it right. With your camera angle fixed, you can get back to hooping and taking over the city. Now let me know down in the comments what camera setting you play on. Keep balling and I'll see you guys on the court. But that's it for now. If you enjoyed this one and learned something new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, bang on that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.
All right. I tell you the rest, but then I'd have to kill you. What I mean? I'm just playing, man. I'm a lover, not a fighter, All right. Yeah, Mila, she told me that you're trying to open up some brick and mortar.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Man, it's been a dream of mine for so long now, man. I think it would help legitimize the